what's up everybody? It's your boy Logan here with Y.B.Normal, and we are back with another episode of our Class in Session Student Success Series. This is episode 7. Question number 1. What you got?
My name is Elena. I'm in the 8th grade, and my question for Y.B.Normal is, how can I make my mental health better when mental health issues run in my family?
Elena. Did y'all hear the question that Elena asked? She said, how can I make my mental health better when mental health runs in my family? Oh man, listen. That was a great question, Elena. Thank you for that. So let me give you 3 things that you can do that can help you with your mental health, right? I understand that mental health runs in your family and you want to take a proactive approach, right? Not a reactive approach, but a proactive approach in making sure that you are doing what you need to do for your mental health. The first thing I would say is that be intentional. Be intentional with your time. Be intentional with your mental health. Be intentional in the way that you speak to yourself, in the way that you do things, right? Your self-care and all of those different things. It's very important. The second thing is that you need to make sure that you're getting an adequate amount of sleep, as well as making sure that you are being physically active, right? So whether if that's like making sure that you get 10,000 steps a day, if it means that you're working out, if you're exercising for 30 minutes, right? Like you need to be physically active. So what are those things that you're going to do to make sure that you are physically active? And then I also said making sure that you get sleep, right? Studies show that people that get anywhere from 6 to 8 hours of sleep, right? They feel better when it comes to their day. They feel better mentally, they feel better emotionally, right? And so in order for you to have, right, better mental health, you want to make sure that you're getting an adequate amount of sleep. And then my last thing that I would share with you, Elena, is making sure that you connect with people, right? Community. You got to go where you are celebrated at. You got to go where you feel safe at, right? And then let me tell you a little secret. Make sure that you get a therapist. Oh my God. Make sure you get a therapist, right? Because you asked, hey, listen, how can I make my mental health better? Well, in order for you to make your mental health better, we got to take a proactive approach and not a reactive approach, right? So get you a therapist, do some journaling, make sure you're resting, make sure you're getting exercise. And then my last thing, like I said, make sure that you're being intentional with your time. I hope that helps. Question number 2. What you got?
Hi, my name is Praise. I'm a 12th grader at Springbrook High School, and my question for Y.B.Normal is, how do you know if you're ready for the world?
Oh, Praise. Did y'all hear what Praise just asked? Praise said, how do you know if you're ready for the world? And she's only in the 12th grade, y'all. She's a senior getting ready to go out and be in the real world. Praise, listen, I can definitely understand and relate to the question that you asked and wondering, how do you know if you're ready for the world? That was something that I used to ask myself day in and day out. But I'm gonna give you 3 things that I feel like, they could benefit you to let you know if you're ready for the world, right? The first thing is that you never stop thinking about your purpose, right? I can remember when I was a senior in high school. I can remember when I was, still a teenager and going into, my early 20s and different things like that, right? Like I can remember that I never stopped thinking about my purpose and who the Creator called me to be. That's how I started understanding and knowing, oh, I'm ready for the world. But the question that I gotta ask you, Praise, is the world ready for you? Because I know that you're phenomenal. I know that you're amazing. I know that you're going to do some amazing things in this world. And I also know that you were fearfully and wonderfully made. So my question is, hey, is the world ready for you, Praise? But that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day, right? And the question that you ask is, how do you know if you're ready for the world? So the first thing is, like I said, you think about your purpose. You think about your purpose day in and day out, all the time. The second thing is that you feel that something isn't right in your world. You feel that something isn't right in your life. You're tired of being average, right? You're tired of just surviving, right? You're ready to thrive. So those are some of the things, Praise, that I would suggest and that I would say, hey, listen, you're ready for the world. Because if not you, Praise, then who? Right? It's like this saying that I heard somebody say, if it was easy, everybody would do it. But Praise, it's not easy being phenomenal. It's not easy being amazing. It's not easy going out into this world and recreating history. It's not easy walking out your purpose. So I can understand being a senior in high school on why you asked that question. I get it. It makes sense. But let me help you understand something. Life is a journey. And in this journey, you're gonna go through the peaks and the valleys. You're gonna have the highs and the lows. That's life. So I want you to remember that. And I want you to understand that, listen, you think about your purpose. You feel something isn't right. And you're tired of surviving. I hope that answered your question, Praise. Best of luck to you as you go through your 12th grade year. All right, guys, listen, check this out. We got our Y.B.Normal Student of the Week. Check this video out coming up next.
It's really been surreal for me to be featured in Forbes magazine at 10 years old, receive a commendation from President Barack Obama, or be one of Oprah's youngest Super Soul 100 changemakers. All of this is something that I never could have imagined when I started at 8 years old. My name is Maya Penn. I'm a 21-year-old entrepreneur. I'm also an environmental activist, an artist and animator, and a sustainability consultant. I really started my company because I wanted to combine the two passions that I have, my passion for the environment and my passion for art and design, which is how I came to sustainable fashion. I was always super hands-on on every aspect of my business, drawing out the logo, and I built my first website when I was 10 years old in HTML. I was doing the branding, the marketing, I was taking the pictures. I was really learning through trial and error. So here are a lot of the designs that I've created. They are all made from either recycled, vintage, or organic materials. Here's a blouse that I made from remnant materials, I hand painted on. Being an entrepreneur is not only about building a business, but also really building yourself as a person. And I think that it's so crucial to bring the human side and the heart-centered side of entrepreneurship to the forefront. Here is a scene from an animation I created for a short film that I'm working on. Animation is actually my first passion that I had before fashion design. I started creating animated flipbooks when I was 3 and 4 years old, and then by the time I was 7 and 8, I was creating animated short films digitally on my dad's old MacBook. So I made a bunch of watercolor paintings on this canvas paper, just like this, and then I scanned it into the computer. I actually used the same technique for a Women's History Month animation that I created for GoDaddy. I really saw the power of how this medium can make change and inspire others, and so that's what led me to start my own animation production company. And I'm personally focused on job creation for Black, Brown, and Indigenous people, as well as women in the animation industry. And so we've created animation for Hulu, for Attention, Adobe, Luna, GoDaddy. I just really want to use this medium to empower, educate, and inspire as many people as I can. So I've been using GoDaddy since 2009, and GoDaddy has really helped me to capture all of my ideas in a sense.
Jen, do you want to go ahead and pull up the website and we'll just kind of walk through it again?
One of the first things that we did, I know that you were saying like maybe a little bit more greenery. So I definitely sprinkled some more assets in there.
You really basically captured what I had in my mind.
Awesome.
We'll go ahead and set your site live. Thanks, Maya.
This has been my first time using the GoDaddy website builder. And I'm somebody who's used a number of different e-commerce platforms, and GoDaddy has really stood out. A lot of the analytics and a lot of analytic features are not just about the numbers and the data. It's actually helping to lay out a sort of game plan, helping to lay out strategy. And I really enjoyed just how streamlined the entire process is and how much time that it really helps save the entrepreneur. I always have to remember when I started my company at 8 years old, and that was really taking a risk. I didn't know how Maya's ideas would really turn out when I started it. Now, I have to look back to my 8-year-old self. She took this leap and she took this risk and she started this business, and it snowballed into something really awesome. So whenever I feel unsure about taking a leap or taking a risk, I look back to my younger self for that inspiration.
God, did y'all see the video? Did you see that? We talking about Maya Penn, right? The creator of Maya's Ideas. That is our Y.B.Normal Student of the Week. Do you see this young entrepreneur getting to it? Oh man, listen, she done been on Oprah. She done been in Forbes. She done been in GoDaddy and all of those different things, man. Listen, she internationally known. I was about to start rapping some bars for y'all for a second, but I ain't even want to take it there. Y'all ain't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't ready for my rap skills. No, I'm just playing. But that's our Y.B.Normal Student of the Week. Maya Penn with Maya's Ideas. So make sure you all check her out. All right, guys, listen, until next time, right? This is the Class in Session Student Success Series. And as always, Y.B.Normal, when you can be extraordinary. I'll see y'all next episode. Peace.